Hey guys, Max the Game Boy here, and Celeste is a game I should have talked about a little sooner on the channel. An excellent indie platformer about Madeline, a protagonist plagued by inner demons, who climbs a mountain, overcomes incredible obstacles, meets new friends, and confronts herself along the way. But my praise alone won't do it justice, so let's take a look at the gameplay, music, and the story that builds Celeste into the amazing game it is. Celeste's charm goes past its vibrant and pixelated graphics. Not only does the game exude personality, but the characters and story do as well. You've got Madeline, the troubled mountain climber, who is in a rough place in life, a mysterious old woman filled with wisdom and encouragement, but also realism, and Theo, the tech-savvy photographer who helps Madeline overcome the physical challenges of the mountain and the mental challenges within herself, all through his humor and kindness. As you play the game and progress, you see her confront these problems and gain help from friends as well as prove her inner strength. It feels real, and you can tell that this game was made with past experiences with these kind of situations in mind. Who knows, maybe this game could help people who are going through similar things. Through both characters and personality, an intriguing and emotional narrative is born, and an investing one at that. In a way, the game is like a look into the human psyche, one that we can even mirror onto ourselves and learn from, which is refreshing and beautiful to see. And that's the kind of story I love to see, not just in video games, but in movies and literature. So yeah, the story's good. First off, yeah, Celeste is a hard game, but, well, now that that's over with. Celeste is peak challenge and entertainment. It's no secret that it can be challenging to create a good difficulty curve in video games. Making a game too hard too fast is aggravating and can take the player insanely off guard and create an awkward gaming experience. But Celeste has a really smooth increase in difficulty. It has an insane amount of game mechanics and hidden techniques as well. Despite the simplicity and easy to learn controls, the amount of diverse obstacles and power-ups create a refreshing amount of constantly new gameplay. And when games introduce tons of mechanics, it can be hard to implement all of them. But Celeste will often bring back things from older levels and create fun new spins on them. With gameplay that's both simple yet incredibly diverse, Celeste is never boring and is constantly keeping your attention. Sure, it's difficult, but it's not unfair. Even if some of the harder levels take peak precision and skill, if you practice and eventually get it right, the satisfaction will remind you why the game is so worth the money and time. Woo! Yeah, baby! I think a lot of games think that more mechanics and more crazy controls and stuff make a game automatically better, but that's not necessarily the case. Building off of the mechanics you have while also making them creatively fresh and fun for the player, that really seals the deal. I find when a game has a massive amount of mechanics or introduces them all like quick fire, it gives me mental whiplash, and I'm really confused, and it takes me a bit to get used to the game. But Celeste has gradual mechanics that all kind of build off of each other in really unique and fun ways, and that's part of what makes the game so enjoyable. No matter the scale or complexity of a game, if you do the best with what you've got a masterpiece. Holy crap, Celeste music hits hard. This game can be a nightmare to go through, and I've easily spent hours on certain levels, but the music makes all the deaths much more tolerable. Whether rocking tunes, psychedelic and experimental remixes, or straight up beautiful pieces of music, Celeste makes the challenge much more fun, with the tunes inspiring players to move forward and push past the difficulty. And a lot of the music can have some serious weight to it. During important parts in the story/game, the music will match the stakes and emotions of the characters, making the experience that much more impactful. Now that's music. A really good video game soundtrack can signify the importance of a moment. Heck, even plays and movies do this as well. Celeste's entire soundtrack is incredibly memorable, and that helps make the game more memorable too. The amazing soundtrack is just another example of how much effort and love went into this game, and not to mention the amount of music that's in this game. Between the B-sides and C-sides, There's tons of new music, not to mention tons of content and levels in general to enjoy. And yet this game is still like 20 bucks, and it's easily comparable to $60 big corporation games. But price, gameplay or not, the soundtrack is incredible. And I think that's all. Celeste is yet another example of 21st century art and culture. A thought-provoking and meaningful story, gameplay to excite, challenge, and learn from, and masterfully done music that ties the story and gameplay together. This game is platforming at its best, which is why I'm happy to give it the esteemed 10 strawberries out of 10. A great honor. And that's my review. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.